Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about how your intuition can help you manifest a bigger penis, naturally raise your testosterone and your human growth hormone. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell. I'd like to hear that. Subscribe to the channel. And of course, follow me on my social media. Give me that Arthur Fonzarelli thumbs up like so I say, hey. And of course, I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat. I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, in this video, we're going to talk about how your intuition can help you manifest a bigger penis. And that's what we're all about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where I can help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis. Help you naturally raise your HGH, your testosterone, and help you manifest the best. I'm here to expand your mind and increase your size. Any serious inquiries, please get at me in the BCC. I'm here for you. And now, without further ado, I'm here to tell you about utilizing your intuition. And I know it might sound like, how do you even know if you have an intuition? What is an intuition, and how does this have anything to do with big penis fruition? And what it all comes down to is feel. Because feeling is the secret, and we got to write that down and know that's not mine, but we always got to utilize what's out there anyways, because collective beliefs can help you achieve more. And that's why I always got to start my day with gratitude, because gratitude is the attitude. You always got to write that down. Hold on 1 second. You take that breath, you got a shot today. Say it, I got a shot. You should feel happy about being alive. And all this stuff puts you on the right way of, manifesting the best. And all Tao practices will always correlate that, your chi, your energy. If you go with energy, you can do no wrong. So go ahead and write that down. That one was utilized from Mantak. He's a Taoist. I preach a lot on this, channel. And his Tao master in China told him, if you come with energy, you can do no wrong. And when I honestly, I feel the same way with me. If you're coming with that energy, you're coming with love, you're doing beautiful things. And since we got that heart up and we got it pounded, and I'm here to just, give you that quick reminder, that quick matrix hack, no matter where you're at. If you see somebody across from you in line, somebody in traffic, somebody, on the other line of the phone, any type of sound that you hear, any picture in your head of somebody that just intend on them to have a beautiful day and go along your way. I'm telling you, that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful way to be. It's part of that Wu Wei flow, the path of least resistance, the Tao practice. And with this, it really helps put things into perspective of, just understanding that if all thoughts are things, let's create beautiful things. And, don't get lost up in the gossip way and, putting yourself into all these, well, why is this person this, that, or the other? It's not about pointing fingers and blaming yourself on you, me, or nobody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. And I don't know why I felt inclined to give you a quick Rocky Balboa, line for you real quick, because, it's true, man. You don't want to go around pointing fingers at anybody and blaming anybody for your situation and talking about why they make you feel a certain way and why you're better in certain ways, and that's just no way to be. And of course, when you come with that nice gratitude and the nice attitude, and always keep it smiling, you got to remember that the smile is divine. It's made inside the mind. And if I can get you off your rocker for 1 second, where I can just get you to just do one of these, I know I'm doing something right. Anytime that you're laughing and smiling, that's a true delight. It's something that you need to do more often. I intend on you guys to spread love and do something for yourself today, because when you do something great for you, you're doing something beautiful for the universe. So remember that. Even if you got to watch a comedy special on Netflix, or even things that are, they might say they're low vibrational. You know what I mean? Who's measuring, who's calibrating your vibration? You're the only one to know in your manifestation of where you're at. And that's why intuition is really the theme of where we're at, and how this can all correlate into you is all about your feeling. And when we're talking about, if you know you're doing the wrong thing, it's going to show, period. And if you're not able to enjoy what you're actually doing in the moment, you're going to get lost and into the doubt. And that's not what we want to do. And you can, of course, like with your intuition, if you're like a lunatic like myself, you know me, man, I follow that moon and the lunar calendar, and sometimes I'll check out the lunar horoscope and I'll see where we're at. And yesterday was the day of the bat, today's the day of the fountain, and what do these days mean? The bat, the dove, the fountain, the bear, or the kundalini, all this stuff, all it means is it's just a collective belief that you can tap into to help you achieve. But don't get lost in all these collective horoscopes to make you, less in touch with who you are. Because you got to understand that we're all from the stars. We are all divine. We're all magic anyway. And you can make miracles happen at any given time, any day. So go ahead and say, I'm open for a miracle today. It feels real great to say. And anytime you just keep reminding yourself that you're open to it, you're more receptive to it. And we're talking about, going with that, the horoscope, getting lost with that. And, when you really... when you look at it from the perspective of like, is the horoscope stronger than me? Like, that's where you got to come with. Like yesterday, for instance, I'll share a little bit of what's going on in my life. You might have seen my No Nut November tape. And I was coming off of having myself a big juicy steak that day. It was beautiful. And, and that's technically a day that you don't want to, eat meat, and according to this, whoever created the horoscope on the moon, every day is a beautiful day to not eat meat and to not drink. But you know me, with my wu-wei flow and the way I like to go and the way I like to grow, sometimes I got to utilize things that help me with my own flow. So I ain't going to let anything stop me from me, and that's where you got to be like, what? Am I a vegetarian, period? No. I got to eat meat today. Why? Because you know what? This is one of the opportunities that a steak came my way. It's like, unless you're eating steaks all day, every day, then, of course you can take a break. But I mean, if you got the opportunity at the right time and the right place, why are you going to eat a fish when a place is known for a steak? To me, that's the mistake. So you got to treat you the right way that you should be treated. And it's something that I've been learning throughout this whole manifestation and being the lunatic that I am, and, reading horoscopes and not getting too lost into it, because, I mean, honestly, like, you want to utilize it to the best, but don't get lost into it and making you just take away from you. And I've really seen that throughout the whole practice of what this really is. And when you're going into your whole intuition and your nature of what you are, you understand that you don't need somebody's, a writing or words of the day and wisdom of the day to tell you where you're at right now. You already know where you're at right now, and that's what the intuition is all about. And like I said, yesterday was the day of the bat, and it's easy to just go ahead and blame things on that. And you don't need to blame things on your horoscope. You don't need to go around pointing fingers like Rocky Balboa says. It's more or less just about reading yourself for that situation, and you're going to get yourself the best, best possibility for your destination, your manifestation, and helping you, get that, huge, massive piece of meat, swinging at the knees, dropping at the pecs, making you your best, because that's what we're all about here in the BCC. And I could definitely teach you the hands-on techniques, to help you manifest the best. And we got this No Nut November, and I just feel like the inclination to give you a reminder that if you guys don't know what it really is about, it's more or less about super edging your piece, getting it throbbing as hard as you can to that, right where you're about to release. And instead of projecting your seed out there, it's about sucking it within and putting it where it needs to go, helping it go where it needs to grow. And of course, you see me showing, and you see me growing, and you see me flowing. And I just got to give another quick reminder that you are your own resistance. The mind-body muscle connection will always show you that you don't need the weights to do it. It's your your body and your mind that create it. Paramahansa Yogananda said this, and that's the person that brought yoga to the West. And what he says is, the mind is the wielder of muscle. And when you go with that whole philosophy, that means that you can grow. I'm open for growth. I have the power to growth. I intend on all you to grow. And wherever I'm at, and we're all about being our best. We're all about becoming the giants that we are. We're going to manifest the biggest muscles we can have, and we're going to make them bigger than we even thought we knew. And that's what it's all about. This whole, flow and pump that I got going. I really just love seeing it show and having you understand that you don't need weights to make you everything that you are. And this is the power that we possess at us at any given time. And that's a beautiful thing. And it really, really shows you what's going on, man. A beautiful pump is something that you should be appreciative of. And again, I'm happy today that I get to go to the gym, and using my intuition, I know that I'm going to be able to, help put my body into the big penis muscle manifestation fruition that I know. And when we're going with that flow, I'm just telling you is that you don't have to get lost into okay, I gotta go do chest this day, I gotta do biceps that day, I gotta eat like this every day. To me, that's no way to be. In the beginning, I always gotta, I always feel that you gotta reiterate anything and everything will work, but don't get lost in all these okay, I gotta do this. It's more or less you're setting the intention that, all right, that pump really got me going. But you're setting the intention that you're gonna get we're making our muscles bigger. We're naturally raising our testosterone or HGH. We're making our penis bigger. And when you have all that on your mind all day, through positive affirmations, putting practice into play with masturbation for manifestation and other techniques that have been out way beyond me that are just, utilized through my my charismatic ways of, putting it out there for you to grasp onto. And more or less, like I said, big penis manifestation has been out since the beginning. You know what I mean? This is in ancient cultures, and these are all collective beliefs that I harness into me. And, the BCC, the Big Cock Collective, the Big Cock Consciousness, utilizes all these types of techniques that have to do with growth that you can just go ahead and harness onto and just put them into you for it to show. And again, the mind-body connection, the mind being the wielder of muscle, all this stuff is collective beliefs. And when you're using this stuff to help you achieve your best, that's where your intuition will take care of the rest. And when we're going with if you know that you should be a vegan and you know that that works for you, that's a beautiful thing. I intend on you to do that. But if if it don't feel right to you and you don't feel guilty about eating a steak on the day of the bat, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. And I know that might sound crazy if you just tuned in at that part, but I mean that's really what it's about, man. Getting lost into all these practices about you shouldn't eat meat and you shouldn't do that. You gotta come from here, man. You gotta know what's gonna help you. And when you help you, you're helping the universe be a better version of itself. Because as I say, the universe is a mirror, and if you want beauty to appear, you gotta keep this clear. And, the reflection will always come back to you. So don't feel guilty if you feel like you got to eat meat today, man. If it's part of your diet, then by all means do it. But if you know that this isn't the move for you, you know that it's going to make you you got to be more strict to your caloric deficit or whatever your main goals are to help you manifest the best, then that's what you got to do. But like I say, man, you don't got to get lost in everybody's which way about the keto this and this. There's so many different diets and exercise. They all work. You just got to be able to find what makes you work, the ones that are going to be true to you. Because as I say, all truths are true. You just got to find the ones that make you. And when you go with that, you're able to be like, all right, I can tap into this belief to help me achieve the pump, this belief to help me achieve the muscle mass, and this belief which can help me achieve a bigger penis. And like I said, just entertaining the thought and knowing that your penis is going to grow is putting you on the road to helping to helping it show. And then putting the practice into play, that's stuff that can definitely be taught to you any day. And that's the Wu Wei flow, man. Just letting yourself go with that path of least resistance to help you manifest the best. And I'm really seeing it, just shine into my life, and my affirmations have really been coming into play, and they've been really showing in my life about being able to eat all day. And I'm talking about my my high metabolism one. I shared it in a couple other videos. Might as well throw it out there again in case this is your first time tuning in, and it feels good to say. And it goes with the gratitude attitude first, and we say, I am so happy and grateful that my huge, beautiful muscles are growing bigger, harder, stronger, more defined, abundantly. I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want, gaining only lean muscle mass. And that one is a combination of metabolism and muscle that you can throw into the mix. It's a nice change, and that's what my intuition just gave me right now. Because there is no right or wrong way when you say these things. It's got to be visualized in your head through what you feel. So when you say that, I'm so happy and grateful that I have a high metabolism, I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want, gaining only lean muscle mass, your body's going to understand that you can eat a lot of food and it's going to gain only lean muscle mass. So you got to picture yourself eating all these pizzas and steaks and whatever type of food that you like to eat. You got to picture it working and seeing your just abs just chiseled out and your biceps and everything grow. And that's what a positive affirmation flow can do for you. And how this has been helping me is every day, like, you can't just fall yourself into like a certain routine of, okay, we're gonna do this, this, and that. Monday's chest day, Tuesday's shoulder day, and then we're gonna have a leg day. All that stuff, it's great, and you're gonna have to essentially have a fitness routine worked out. Yes, but the way that I do my yoga practice, and every day that I'm able to activate, my muscles and use it with my mind, I'm able to increase my size regardless. And that's a beautiful thing. And then plus when I get in the gym, I'm charged up and I'm able to just, really manifest the best because I'm using everything of where I'm at for that particular time, and it keeps everything fresh. Because another collective belief that is part of the whole, muscle manifestation is you gotta change up the routine. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger says your body, it's like, I know what you're doing, so you gotta throw it off, and it's just like, that's the truth. So if you're never really in a routine that's such, like you're doing, the same exercise over and over and over again, you're able to throw yourself, that curveball that's going to help you, manifest in more magical ways. And that's where your intuition really comes into play. And it's not just about getting lost into your routine, because, it's very simple and easy to do that. Like, you get lost, like, all right, today's chest day, we're going to do flat, incline, whatever, and we're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And yes, it does work, but it becomes very robotic, and it doesn't help you manifest as well as being able to have that fresh, optimism when you go in there and you're excited to be able to, like, all right, I'm going to the gym today. Like, when you have that attitude, it makes it so much better, which is why a lot of people that are chasing the pump, they'll go buy pre-workout and they do all this stuff to really just make them, want to go to the gym. But when you have this part of your lifestyle, you're going to be excited to go. You're excited to grow. Just go ahead and write that down. I'm excited to grow, and it definitely starts to show. And not every day is all sunshine and rainbows, So, like, you're going to want to get in there and still make the best of what you can do every single day. And that's why keeping it fresh will definitely help you manifest the best. And when you're going with that flow, you're not worried about, you're just going in there into that robotic routine. That's just not what we want to do. It's about keeping it fresh every day, not getting lost into the way of you, and just having the intention that you're going to grow. And you just know, like, all right, my muscles are going to get bigger, and you're going to do what you got to do to be able to get to the gym and be able to do that. Now, obviously, if you're, on that path of, training for some type of bodybuilding contest and some other types of ways you're going to have to really dedicate to that type of flow. But when we're going with the Wu Wei flow, you know, time is irrelevant, and this way it stays out of your way and you're able to manifest it anyways. And I feel that certain types, like sometimes, you know, having a pressure can either help you or, you know, be no good for you. So depending on how your character works, what you can tap into, you know, that's all on you. So maybe you're gonna, like, you want to act like you have a deadline, like you got to be in shape for a certain role that you're playing, because essentially all of us are playing a role anyways. I mean, you got to be the hero in your movie, you're gonna be the star of what you are, and you could be anything that you want to be. So maybe you want to act like, you know, you're preparing for a role, your new, you know, huge muscled, bigger penis role, and this is what you got to do it. Maybe that's going to help you get through it. But either way, just knowing that you're going to do it is enough to help you get to where you got to go. And it's going to help you keep flowing with your own intuition flow, that you're not going to get lost into somebody else's, you know, glow. That's all I'm saying, man, because you guys are beautiful. And, you know, as I say, man, I intend on you guys to grow. I intend on you guys to be your best. I intend on you guys to spread love any which way that you can. And, you know, like I say, man, really when you go out there, man, come with love, man. This world, the more love you put out, the more love comes back. It's a beautiful thing. You know me, we're going to have plenty more beautiful experiences to come along the way. We'll be talking about this No Nut November as I go, and another day, another grow. And that's what it's all about with the flow. So go ahead and check that video out, you know, and happy growing with the No Nut November movement if you're participating. If you're not, that's cool either way. You can still grow. There's collective beliefs on each side of this. And you're going to be able to manifest the best regardless, because I believe in you. I love you guys. You guys are beautiful. You have a beautiful cock. You got a beautiful penis. You're a beautiful being. We are all divine. We are all magic. We are all gods. And I will definitely see you guys around. I'm excited to even say that. And you know what? Like I say, make sure you guys give me that Otto Fonzarelli thumbs up like, so I say, hey, you know, like the video. I really appreciate that. Make sure you guys ring the bell. Putting content out daily. Another Rocky Balboa line for you. No bell. So make sure you ring the bell. If not for him, do it for me. Do it for you. Do it for the universe. Do it for, you know, just do it because it's a beautiful thing to do. Make sure you guys get at me in my social media. You know, say hi to my bear and my wolf and my cat C. He's always taking care of the neighborhood. It's a beautiful thing. I'll be definitely seeing you guys around. I love you guys, so take it easy. Peace.